So welcome to Rethinking Mental Health, episode 1, and I'm so excited to have my friend, Orange, Mrs. Mel Larsen.
Hi everyone.
And she's going to be sharing a couple of tips and tricks about how she's actually rethought her mental health in her business. So Mel, welcome to Rethinking Mental Health.
Thank you, JC.
Let's talk a little bit about our Orange.
Yeah, well this is actually part of mental health for me because I wear a lot of orange, and I was delighted to see you in this fabulous outfit today because it's one of my favourite colours. And it lifts me up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got married in orange.
Oh, wow.
I'm squinting here because the sunlight is so gorgeously bright here. I got married in orange. It makes me feel happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you're familiar with the concept of anchors. It's from neuro-linguistic programming. So you have these things that are like basically reminders. So every time I see orange, I'm reminded of my business goals, I'm reminded of what makes me happy, I'm reminded of my spirituality, my creativity. So it isn't just that I like the colour, it's like I program myself to think positively every time I see this colour. So I feel really good when I see orange.
And I love being in orange next to you. Now, can you let our audience know a little bit about the business that you run? You're from England, so we're global when we're talking about mental health. That's the biggest thing for me, that we all have global spectrums of just appreciating better mental health. Can you share a little bit with our audience about who you are and what you do?
Oh, thank you. So essentially I'm a business coach, and I help change-making entrepreneurs to finally trust their big vision and grow the business project of their ultimate dream. So I love doing that, and how I do that is I help people identify their mindset blocks and overcome them, and also provide them with really useful marketing and sales frameworks that are adaptable to who they are so they can get the results that they want.
So that's a lot of information. So how do you actually get that done successful and have good mental health?
Oh gosh, that's such a great question. Well, one of the things is it doesn't happen overnight. You know this.
Yeah.
It takes it's a learning journey. So I work with my clients over a year, and the mindset piece is critical. So a lot of people think they're coming to me for marketing school, which they are, but you know, like 95% of success really is about how you're thinking, how you are. I'm just going to switch that off. How you're able to deal with setbacks, getting in tune with your big why, and those things are about mental health, because if you don't have a big why, if you don't have purpose in life, I think there can be a lot missing in your life. Purpose doesn't have to be a huge project, it could just be, you know, I want my kids to have a great future. If you don't have a sense of making a difference to others, it's been proven that's one of the top things that makes you happy, you know, purpose, being in community. So those things are really important for business as well as well-being. So back to your question of how do I do that, it takes at least a year for people to repeat conversations, buy in, learn how to deal with setbacks, how to move forward. And I may have lost track of your original question, but it's all in there. Like, well-being is a huge part of business growth, and as you know, you're always saying this, it's something you learn.
Yeah.
You know.
I think for me, if I were to punctuate it, that part, like, you work well when you give when you give yourself time to work with the people you're trying to affect change.
Yes.
Like, that's big for your mental health as a business coach.
It is actually, because I very, very rarely now offer people a one-off coaching session because it's too stressful. I'm trying to
Did y'all
give
hear
them
that?
too much.
It's stressful when you try to do this one-on-one thing.
There you go. Oh, well, you know, with a one session, you know, what are you going to do with someone in an hour? Yeah, you can make a difference, but real change takes time.
Yeah.
You know, we are human beings. We resist, we have fears, we have doubts, and we all know that. You know, so it takes time to learn to create new patterns.
And so one last question, because this one is a short podcast, almost like a soundbite. But I'm curious, what would be the one thing or the one piece of advice you would give to individuals who are trying to rethink their mental health on the business journey as a business coach?
Oh gosh, you really put me on the spot because it's never just one thing.
Yeah.
But the thing that popped into my head was don't try and do it alone. That's why I run group programs. That's why people have coaches, mentors, buddies, business masterminds. We are social creatures. We learn a lot of the time socially, not always, but that's a big part of our learning. We are built to be in community. So find yourself a supportive community. Because loneliness is a big problem in society. It's a big problem, it's a big hidden problem in business.
The epidemic that will kill more people than anything else.
There you go. Yeah, so don't do it alone.
So thank you so much, Mel, for this Rethinking Mental Health podcast soundbite. She'll be on for a longer time at a different date, but I just wanted to start this series where we actually could talk about this in a way that people could hear and get involved. So thank you so much.
Oh, I feel so honoured to be your first guest.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.